My project is about putting this fellow here in the hands of as many children as possible. I think he's a wonderful toy. I'll tell you why. First thing about him is the design. When you push or pull these guys, they come to life. And what I think I'm good at, if nothing else, is capturing the character of an animal in a simple line and a simple movement. And what this does is it stimulates the imagination of a child without overwhelming it. It gives them room to tell their own story, which I think is important. Another thing about these toys, they're made out of wood, obviously a renewable resource, but also it just feels nice. Children know the difference between wood and plastic at a real deep level, even if they can't articulate it. It matters to them, this feel, it's real. The wood that I use, I get a lot of it off my own land and my forest over here, and my friends, and we get it out of the woods sustainably with low impact harvesting techniques like horse logging, and I've got an ATV and a log arch. We take the wood down the road a couple miles to a friend's house. He's got a bandsaw mill, and a bandsaw mill is more efficient than a conventional mill. It uses less energy and wastes less wood in the cut. Then we bring it back to my house and we put it in the shed, stack it to dry for a while, and then we bring it into the house and make some toys out of it. So the other parts here is the wheels. I have manufactured a small company up in Maine. The finish is a food-grade mineral oil, which gives it a nice luster and protects it a little bit, and is non-toxic, obviously. And the packaging, I use some recycled paper for the packaging when I wrap these up to send them to you. So that's pretty much it on the parts and the materials for these toys. The next thing is the designing and building of them. So the designing, I generally get a side view off the internet these days, and then I'll sketch and sketch and sketch. And I might draw the hippo like this maybe 30, 40 times so I get the shape just right. And then I'll work on the animation, and I'll usually do a digital drawing to make sure that everything's working properly. And then I start cutting patterns. And then the patterns get laid out, they get cut out, and they get drilled. Then sand the edges and the flat surfaces, and route the entire silhouette, and hand sand the whole guy, and then assemble them and oil them. And that's the process. I've been designing and building these animated toys here in the woods of southeastern Ohio for about 35, 40 years. I've written a few books on toy making. I've written some magazine articles. But mostly I've sold these at galleries and at craft shows. And I'd like to start selling them at toy stores. It'd be really exciting. So to do that, I have to have them child tested. And as much as I've had thousands of children test these over the years, I've never had them child tested. So child testing means I take this poor fellow and drop him from 4 feet to the ground to a hard surface repeatedly. Doesn't sound very kind. Anyway, it presents some interesting design challenges to me, and I'm really enjoying that, but it also requires some expense. I'm going to have to invest some money in tooling, in some parts being made, and some materials that I can't get out of my woods. And so this is where you come in. This is where I'm asking for help to step this up to the next level where I can sell these in toy stores. I think if you or anybody you know ends up with one of these fellows, somebody's going to be delighted. I feel pretty sure of that. And I would like to thank you for any involvement with this project. And I will keep you updated. I'll put some posts on Kickstarter as this goes and let you know how things are going. Okay? Thanks very much.